All right, let's talk about the Miami Hurricanes. Right now, of course, this team is trying to fix all the issues that hurt them in 2024 this offseason to get them ready for the 2025 campaign. Right now, the biggest question is who is going to replace Cam Ward as the quarterback of this team? A lot of questions, but it looks like Coach Cristobal has already found his guy. Exciting news for Miami. But first, I'm Nick, and this is Saturday Morning Inspection. All right, the Miami Hurricanes, obviously a disappointing end to the season, but there's clearly momentum right now with this program. They just need to address some of their bigger holes on both sides of the ball and, more importantly, find their next quarterback. And based on some recent reports, it looks like the Miami Hurricanes have a target in mind. Let's pull up this report courtesy of SI.com. The Miami Hurricanes are in pursuit of a new quarterback after standout signal caller Cam Ward declared for the 2025 NFL Draft. Head coach Mario Cristobal is getting into the market late, but it seems like he already has a target in mind. On Thursday, the college football world got a surprise when reports broke that Georgia starting quarterback Carson Beck plans to enter the NCAA transfer portal. According to On3, Miami, Ohio State, and Texas Tech are the three early teams to watch. ESPN's Pete Thamel went on to say that Miami looms as the favorite to secure Beck's services. He's expected to be arguably the highest paid player to enter the portal this era. All right, we all know that this Miami squad wins the transfer portal. They've done it the past couple of years. Would be no surprise at all if they pulled off a Carson Beck acquisition. In fact, I'm not surprised for the favorite. I honestly think it's only a matter of time. Miles, I know you've got a few thoughts on this, but first, Miami fans, in the comment section below, give us your thoughts. What do you think about a hypothetical addition of quarterback Carson Beck? Is he who you want behind center for Miami, or do you think someone else should be the quarterback? Want to hear from you guys. Let us know what you think of the Miami Hurricanes quarterback situation and who you want to be the signal caller. Put them in the comment section. But Miles, what are your thoughts on this latest news out of Miami?
Yeah, Nick, I think this would be big for Miami going forward because obviously last season, anyone who's on this roster currently isn't, there's no confidence that they could go out and be the next guy for the Hurricanes. Obviously, they brought in Cam Ward because of that, and he did a really, really great job. Now, this 2025 recruiting class, there's a quarterback in this class, Luke Nickel from Alpharetta, Georgia. He's pretty good, but he's a young guy. He's a little bit undersized. I think he could put on some weight, but I think that this is the right move is when you have the opportunity, like you said, this is a team in Miami who's proven that they can make, transfer portal quarterbacks come in and be stars in this system. Very enticing for these guys to come over to Miami. I think it'd be great to have a veteran guy come in, mentor the young quarterback, almost like a Quinn Ewers, Arch Manning situation here. And, mentor a guy, get him up to speed, and really leave this team in really good hands, capable hands, instead of just throwing out a young true freshman to the Wolves early on. I think that's always the best move for this program. But Carson Beck, he fits that bill. The guy is huge, like 6'4", 6'5". It depends on which site you're looking at. Almost 230 pounds. He's fully developed, grown man. He's got the frame to be a top tier NFL style quarterback. Comes to this team, really successful at Georgia, can run a great system. I think this would be a very, very good fit for Miami. But I think the selling point here is Miami has proven they can bring in these veteran guys, plug them into their system, and they instantly come in and have seasons that really elevate their careers and make them very, very desirable by NFL teams. That's why I think Beck will end up coming over to Miami. Very, very tantalizing program for a guy like him. It seems like he didn't like his odds in this draft, really wants to boost his draft stock. That's why he hits the transfer portal again, and that's why I think Miami is the top of his list, and he will most likely go there.
I could not have said it better myself. What we're describing here, I think, when the Miami Hurricanes, in my opinion, they will pull it off, add Carson Beck at the quarterback position. I'm going to call it the Cam Ward effect, right? You've got a talented quarterback in the transfer portal that is NFL prospects, but maybe late, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh round, day three, maybe late day two kind of prospect. Not a lot of people were high on Cam Ward. Now, according to mock drafts like CBS Sports, for example, he goes number one overall. That is the Cam Ward to Miami effect. And if you get that reputation as a program, a lot of people, I mean, a lot of people are going to fly to your program to elevate their draft stock. There's a reason Carson Beck reportedly is interested in the Miami Hurricanes, and the reason that a lot of teams and a lot of players are really doing everything they can to, if you're a player, go to Miami. If you're a team, struggle to find a way to beat Miami in the transfer portal. They have this ability. I don't know what it is. It's kind of strange in some ways because they're not a pro style offense necessarily, but the reality is they've done just a great job kind of unleashing the NFL potential of some of these guys that have come in and transferred into this program. And that's going to create a flywheel effect because that's going to bring in more NFL prospects to Miami, which is going to allow them to win more, get more attention. More guys go to the NFL as first round picks. Then more guys are going to want to come, and so on and so forth. When you pair that with the fact that Cristobal is a good recruiter and good in the transfer portal anyway, I think there's a great sign that Miami has a lot of momentum right now, a lot of tailwinds pushing this Hurricanes program in the right direction. Now, there are some things to overcome too, right? The ACC is down. We've got the two mega conferences in the SEC and the Big Ten. A lot of dynamics. What's going to happen in long-term college football? NIL world is out there, so there's a lot of money flying around. Ohio State could literally write Carson Beck a check for $50 million or something ungodly. I don't know. And that could complicate things. But I think the reality is Miami has been executing a good strategy for a number of years, developing players, but also putting them in positions to look good for NFL scouts, for NFL players, allow them to grow and develop and become those kind of players. That's going to pay dividends. It's sort of a long-term strategy. Only a few programs really do that. A lot of teams only focus on the here and now. Hey, how can we get the best out of a player for my program? I think it's clear Cristobal looks at his players and says, I want them to win with us and play well as part of our system, but I also want them to succeed at the next level as well. We're going to start seeing more and more dividends come out of that approach. And I think a Carson Beck addition here, again, I think it's going to come shortly. It's just the next step and another line of great moves by Mario Cristobal.